Hey guys, Keolancer here. Want to know the Keolancer Gaming? Don't forget the bell button, subscribe button to get the notifications to my channel. Alright guys, everybody, like a few days ago on Tuesday, we had got a Nintendo Direct and it was showcasing a lot of demos, and from what I've noticed, Steam also released with the Steam Festival that's going to be going on for a few days, and there's so many just different demos that are launched, which are amazing. Is because some of those demos that I was actually going to do some get information on to create indie videos showcasing these games without even playing a demo to them, because I didn't know a demo existed until today. And I looked through the Steam store, and some of those demos that I saw in the Direct are there, so I'm very excited for it. But however, we're not going to get into some of those demos on this video, but I'm going to be making a bunch of videos dedicated to those demos, starting with first the Trials of Mana demo, which I'm excited to break down in this video right here in my How Is series. Okay, so let's get into it. We're going to be talking about the storyline of this game, and we're going to be hitting 6 of the characters that you get to be within the game, showcasing their backgrounds so you can get an understanding of why they're on this journey. So we're going to start with the first character. Okay, so the first character is Duran, or I think I'm saying his name right. A swordsman that was taken down by the Crimson Wizard within the kingdom that took his honor away from him. So he seeks power in order to overcome him being dishonored by the Crimson Wizard, especially within his kingdom. So he sets out on his journey just to get this particular power so he can overcome and destroy the Crimson Wizard. So that's his storyline of why he's going on his journey. Then you got Angela, a mage that doesn't know how to use magic since she was young, but also her mother is the queen of a kingdom, and basically her mother has always been neglecting her. She also took on a new councilman called the Crimson Wizard, and the Crimson Wizard needed a particular vessel in order to empower, take the vessel to empower it with mana in order to use it for a certain particular something. I don't want to give that part of the way of the story. I want you guys to find out that on your own. So she calls Angela in because she wanted to use Angela as that vessel. It was so like from me seeing this particular situation, it was so drastic seeing the situation. But her powers unlocked within the situation, and it teleported her out of the particular situation she was in. So now she's embarking on this quest in order to learn magic, but also to have some use and value to her mother, and also find out why her mother wanted to do what she wanted to do with her, which is sad. All right, so the next person that we're going to talk about, which is my character that I'm going to be using, is Hawkeye. He's a master thief, and he's a part of the Thief Clan. One day, what happened was this woman, I think her name is Isabel, bewitched his friend Eagle, and Eagle wound up turning against Hawkeye, and he tried to kill him. So you had no choice but to end your friend's life. The king wakes up out of his slumber, sees his murdered son, and sends Hawkeye into jail. Hawkeye then escapes, and then gets information that his best friend's sister Jessica is underneath this spell where basically it can end her life. So now Hawkeye's on his journey to take the curse off of his friend's sister, so she can be free of this curse that she has on her that was casted on her by Isabel. Okay, and I think I'm saying her name right. Rizai, I think that's her name. Is an Amazon princess whose kingdom was destroyed, but also she lost her father within the midst of all this destruction. So pretty much from what I'm understanding what her story is, she's setting forth on this journey since her kingdom is destroyed to find her little brother. Her little brother was kidnapped by these 2 guys named Bill and Ben, and these guys were the catalysts of this raid. So now she must set forth on her journey to find her brother, but also to understand what happened to her kingdom. Why was her kingdom under attack? Okay, then you got Kevin, the half beastman, half human. He was basically taken away by his mother from his father, who's a beastman, and his mother is a human. So he was taken away from his father. His mother abandoned him in the forest where he was raised by a bunch of animals. And what happens to him is this guy named the Death Jester possessed his friend Carl, which was a little wolf, and Carl tries to attack him. but Kevin's powers unleashed, which allowed him to turn to his beast form. His father seen no use of him from the jump was because he couldn't turn into his beast form. But since he's half human beast, this allows him to get even more power. So his journey kicks off due to the fact of the matter that his father was the one that hired this jester in order to kill his son, but also to unlock his son's potential at the same time. So now Carl is dead and whatnot. Kevin is embarking on his journey to revive Carl, but also to find his mother at the same time. And he also doesn't see his father as his father anymore. Okay? Then we're going to get to the next girl. I think her name is Carletta. Carletta is half human and half elf, which is pretty unique. Her parents died, but now she's being raised by her grandfather. But also she befriended a guy named Heath. Heath sets out an investigation for her grandfather, but by him going on this investigation, she sneaks along and pretty much gets him in the crossfire with the death jester that Kevin has to deal with on his journey. So it just so happens that their journeys are going to align together, which is cool. Heath gets hurt and gets kidnapped by the death jester. Now she has to set forth on a journey to find Heath and find out why did these things happen to him. Okay, so each hero stories will link together, each by two listed above. When you put them in the party, they will get more dialogue with each other and have better conversations with each other. Unlike the third person, that third person is there. They're going to be conversating with you, but not as much as pretty much as two heroes that belong together that you will take along on your adventure, which is cool. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about overall the gameplay of this. We're going to talk about the battle system. Okay, so this game is an action RPG. It has a light and heavy attack buttons on here, which you can link together and make combos, which is really cool. If you hold the heavy button, you can unleash a charge attack, which is pretty cool. You can break down shields with the charge button. You also have a special meter below that allows you to do a special attack, and you can gain more meter by after you defeat enemies. You get these crystals that charge up your special meter. But on the special meter, you can add on to your combos, which is freaking dope. Okay, we're gonna hit on to a little bit more within this discussion. We're gonna be talking about this system is the class system. The class system is not in the demo, so that is the meat of the game. From my understanding, each hero can change their class, and they'll gain different stats within their gameplay style. It's based off of your selection and what you want to choose. Once you choose a class, that's the class you have to stick with until you level up and get other classes that you can branch off with, which I found really, really cool. So be smart about what class that you want, that you can particularly add on to the stats and equip your character and stuff like that with different abilities for what their stats is going to link, so they can learn other specific moves, which is nice. Okay, as for the magic system, magic is only learned by certain characters. I'm going to give you an example. Duran, he can't learn magic, pretty much. He's a warrior. He's a warrior character. But Angela, as I said, she's a mage, and Troletta is a healing mage. So those characters can use magic, but you won't be able to get magic till later on down in the game. Since I played the original, I know this. So this is nothing but, like I said, it's nothing but a remake. So I'm pretty much replaying the game, but better graphics, and also it's translated better. Well, because Square Enix is doing it. Before, the translation, it had to be translated because this game never came to the Super Nintendo when I was younger, which was a disappointment. Okay, so now we're going to hit to game design. And on the game design, we're going to hit on the graphics. The graphics of this game are just, it's really amazing. It has like an anime style art. It has an anime art style mixed with a fairy tale book art style, which I find really, really cool. A bit of information that I found on this game a few years back was this game is basically like Never Ending Story, which is a book that was made years ago before I was even born, but also they adapted it and turned it into 3 movies actually. The third movie Jet Black played in. As everybody knows, Jet Black, we already know who Jet Black is. He's an actor, he's also a comedian at the same time. Really, really good actor. The colors on this game are very vibrant. The world of Mana is just amazing, guys. And for those newcomers that are coming into the series, you're in for a treat. For those who played the Mana series before, we already know what to expect. But for those Mana players who haven't played this game, I'm just excited that you guys are going to get your hands on this. This demo is really cool. Okay, then we're going to go with the next thing is music. The music on this game is amazing. They recaptured the classic Trials of Mana game music. It just blended into the game beautifully. It's like literally they ripped it and tweaked it, and it just filtered out way better than I expected. Better than the Secret of Mana remake music, which some of it didn't gel right. This music on this game gelled perfectly, and they brought some classic music back from the other Mana games, which I find really nice as well too. As for my time with the game, this is still just a demo. So there's a lot more that we're going to be expecting from this game, which is the class system that your guys haven't experienced before. But the game is pretty much done. The release date for this game, I believe, is the 24th or the 27th of next month, which I'm excited for. I will be buying this game, but first things first, I have to play Final Fantasy VII Remake first, and then I'll be playing this game. I'm going to be playing as Hawkeye, and Riza, and Choletta, if I'm saying those names right. And I'm going to be doing the other 3 stories as well too, with Duran, Angela, and then I'll add another person, and then I'll be doing Kevin and Troletta as well, getting their storylines as well. So some of these games, some of the stories I'm going to be pretty much streaming, and then I'm going to be playing one story to myself. Okay. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the How Is series. I advise you to get this game. This game is really cool. I want you guys to stay tuned for the next How Is episode that I'm going to be doing on this channel, guys. Also, I'm going to be putting a link in the description below where you can download this game from Steam, because I played it on Steam, but I also downloaded it for Nintendo Switch, and I believe it's on the PS4 as well, guys. This game is really enjoyable, and I advise everyone to try this game out. And it just so happened that I introduced my friend to this game, and he says the game is pretty good. Don't forget the bell button. The subscribe button is really important for you to click that bell button, guys, so you can get the notifications to my channel. Also, guys, it's really important for you to like and especially comment on this video, guys. It's it works out way better for me in the algorithm, guys, and it definitely helps out, guys. This is Keolancer, and we got more here.